another apocalypse on the way. Across the Midwest they ride. The Morrigan, queens of the phantom sky. Red Maxie leads the wild hunt. Babe, the reaper of storms. Naaman, the confounder of men. They're building armies on the road. And it's time for another American Revolution.
Hello, Dungeon fans. It's the Liching Hour. I'm the Lich, and this is Tales from the Dungeon. Tonight, we are returning to Apocrypha. It's been a hot minute. It's been a few months, actually. I had to take a hiatus to get some other things done, but I am coming back. We are coming back, and we're going to do these. We're going to save the fucking world from all the different apocalypses that the Novum are planning. Mike Selinker, the guy who created this, I met him at a convention, lots of conversation, and he told me that no one, including himself, has played all the missions available in this game, which comes in two big boxes. There are 99 base missions, and then there's some promotional missions. He pretty much threw down the gauntlet, as far as I'm concerned, buddy, and I am going to finish them all unless some act of God or aliens or some shit stops me. I will be playing them all. I enjoy it though. I enjoyed Pathfinder adventure card game as well, but there's something different about this game than the Pathfinder game. It's definitely got its. I would say I would prefer this over Pathfinder, although both are fun games. Let's see, where were we? We are opening and playing a new book tonight. All right, all the missions come in sets of 9, and in those 9 missions is a book. All right. The books represent the different Novum. In this world, we play these damaged people. Thank you, Indigo Zep. Hey, thanks for coming by, too. We play these damaged people called saints. They're not the most perfect people. They don't have all the memories, but they are uniquely suited for defeating everything from supernatural monsters to whatever else gets thrown at them. They are directly opposed by the Novum. The Novum are beings that control different aspects of reality. Everything from death to medicine and viruses and disease to devils and demons to fae, which we're going to be dealing with now, skinwalkers, werewolves, shit like that. And all these Novum control different parts of the United States. We've been to We've been to the north, into not just the United States, but also Canada as well. We've been to Quebec. Good fishing in Quebec. We've been to New Orleans and that south area. That's where we just came from, actually. We were there with Savannah and why am I mind blanking on her name? Savannah Evangeline. We were there with those two saints just recently in the Book of the Animus, where it was all like life and like animals, and the Mother Gaia is the novum of Animus. We've been to the Northwest, where the digital corridor, where Aleph, the Golem, the ancient Golem Aleph, controls all of Silicon Valley and everything electronic. And has AI and computer intelligence everywhere. We stopped him, or at least made a deal with him. See, the problem is the world's kind of bubbling over. We're getting to a point where all the Novum are trying to start their own apocalypses. They want to be the first to get to own the world. By the physicians wanted to create viruses and stuff to evolve mankind, but also to kill off everything else. The Novum of Death didn't like the physicians trying to kill everything because it was upsetting her balance. Aleph, the Novum of sentient beings, or not sentient, but of AIs, robots, phones, everything you can think of tech-wise. He actually he didn't have a plan. It was just all his children were making plans. Anyway, today we're opening the Book of the Fae. The Fae, the Novum, are comprised, they're called the Morrigan, and they're comprised of 3 different beings. The which I outlined in the intro, but it's Red Maxi, Naaman, and Bave. And so over the course of this, our two saints are going to be having to deal with these and hopefully stop them from their particular flavor of apocalypse, which is going to take place in the Midwest, the big open plains, the big heartland of America. Our two saints for this endeavor are Gabriella Vargas and Frank Block. Gabriella is a pretty hard-ass biker, and she's one of the very the old school, traditional, stereotypical, she will kick your face in biker. Frank Block is the exact same, but a cop. They are two very hard-ass people. Frank was from Chicago. He didn't want to leave Chicago, but he ended up leaving Chicago to, why don't you come over here? Yeah, just right here. All right. He had left Chicago to bring back his partner's son. His partner had gotten killed. The last partner he had gotten killed. The only partner he had. And he had made a promise to take care of his son. His son had gotten involved in the cult, which actually got him embroiled in not just a cult, but it was actually the devils, the novum of over the devils, which all congregate in Las Vegas. And he ended up going to Las Vegas. He was in over his head. Gabriella came to help him there, and then now Gabriella and Frank knew each other from before. They'd had moments, and they they rekindled those moments in Vegas. Been through a lot. They jumped, but now that they made a deal with Abelman, which is the head of those novum, I think they're called the Damned. Is it called the Damned? Might be. They made a deal with Abelman. Well, Abelman made a deal with them. They don't really know it, what he actually did. But he was about preserving peace as well. He didn't want all the novum creating Apocrypha. He's been through this before. He likes the status quo, what's going on, and he pretty much has his fingers in everything, and having all the novum start all these apocalypses is not kind of his thing. So he tricked these guys. They don't even know it. He tricked them into using them to stop all the apocalypses and re-sign contracts with all the novum with him. Anyway, Gabrielle and Frank, after Las Vegas was done, Gabrielle got on her bike and Frank got on too, and they headed off into the Midwest. Now, actually, when I think about it, the timelines are a little different here. Gabriella isn't going to know that Zeus is gone. So what happened was, in Vegas, Gabrielle and Frank were doing their best to try to find all these contracts that the other novum had signed with Abelman, and they thought they were like hot, and they wouldn't want the other novum to get them because they wanted to make sure they had them first. And they got some help by Sam and Dr. Zeus. I wonder why my microphone seem loud enough to you guys? Hello? You guys can hear me good? As I ramble before I even start freaking playing? Okay. Where was I? So, Sam and Dr. Zeus, another two saints, came to Vegas as well to help Gabrielle and Frank towards the end. They all worked together to make a deal with Abelman or try to take him down. A little ASMR low. I wonder why. I got this new microphone. It's here, I'll just turn it up on the microphone a bunch. So, when they were done, Sam and Dr. Zeus went north. Dr. Zeus had gotten a message from a friend that something weird was happening out in the oil fields in Quebec. He and Sam went there. Gabrielle and Frank got on Gabrielle's bike, motorcycle, and headed off towards Chicago from Las Vegas. Sam, as we know, we played through that book. Sam and Zeus faced the novum of death. Dr. Zeus ended up giving his, I will say, life, but also his forever in servitude. He became the new Sunset King in exchange for humanity. not being put in the middle of the fight between the other Novum and the Novum of Death, because really this is about a struggle, power struggle between the Novum, not so much a power struggle with humans. We just happen to be in the middle of it. So Zeus kind of gave up his life, and that would actually, we'd be starting these guys just a little bit before. Well, they all left together, right? Gabrielle and Frank went out west, and Dr. Zeus went up north. So we will weave in Gabriella getting the call from Sam later. Gabrielle, Sam, and Zeus were good friends and had traveled together in a previous book. So she is pretty close with them. Okay, so that's kind of what you catch up. It's just we're on a motorcycle ride heading out in the Midwest. Let's talk catch up, because I do need to catch up. Gabrielle Vargas, she's pretty well-rounded when it comes to skills. She's pretty good with her mind, pretty good with rage. You got a rage stat, you got a mind stat, you got a body stat, and you got spirit. This number equals how many dice she gets to roll whenever using that stat. Her two special powers, when she goes to evaluate, meaning whenever she sees whatever results of her die rolls. Oh, bye. Hey, Paulie. What's up, buddy? Thanks for stopping by. Does my microphone sound good to you guys? I got a new one, and it was feeling like it was a little low. So Gabriella, recycle one gift matching your skill. Her skills are charm, hack, resist, and strike to add +1 to a roll. That makes her really valuable. The egg sandwich is good. It sounds good. Oh, you know what? I made an egg sandwich the other day. It was cheese, fried egg, and crushed up Takis. And I'm not lying. And it was amazing. Oh, you're talking about my microphone. No, but seriously, I know I sound like a crazy person, but I crumpled up some fucking Takis on that sandwich, and it was amazing. Okay, so, and moving, that's something you can do on your turn. You move from location to location. We are starting at the bar today, of course, because, why not? You may move with, okay, somebody can move with you, basically is her thing. Good to know. Frank Block, the Cap, Chicago. He is particularly bad at soul. He's got 1 die. But he's very good at rage. He gets 4 dice for raging. Makes sense. He's smart, tough, not so good with people. When you assemble versus rage, meaning when I use the rage skill and bring dice into my 4 dice, and I can recycle 1 card and add 1 rage die. I got to remember that because that's hot. It was very bad for him the last time we saw him, because that book didn't have a whole lot to do with raging. So hopefully we'll get the rage out in this one. Win versus a threat. Discard 1 card. Examine the top card of the clock. If it's an omen, draw it. Interesting. This game has a clock, which is 24 cards in a stack. For this mission particularly, I need to get through that whole stack of cards and have more trophies than the big bad guy here. That's every game's a little different. Every game has a little different set of rules. Crushed up sour cream and onion chips and a lunch meat sandwich was my crack. Yeah. Oh, dude, I used to take Doritos and crush them all up into sour cream and eat it. That was amazing. Was it sour cream? Yeah, I think it was sour cream. It sounds good enough. Was it sour cream? I don't think it was like something else. Something. All right, so the big thing I have to remember is how you level up. So this game is this characters each I have a deck of cards that I collect through the process of playing and stuff, and I get to keep swapping in and out and collecting new cards. But also how you level up is you get these things called fragments, which represent memories that you've remembered, and they give you special skills. And I haven't played with her and him enough lately. It's been months. I've got, let's see, okay, I guess I'll look at these more when, I get to flip 1 die, trash 3 dice. That's kind of a good one. Reroll body dice. Oh, I gotta sacrifice it. Okay. Yeah, that last book was The Damned. That's the book they were in. Okay. I was looking around. All right, let's look at what my starting hand for Gabriella. I love this. She's had this for a while, the blunderbuss. It's pretty sweet. Just cool looking. She's got a couple omens, an omen of hope and an omen of doom. She's got some dice. That's her gambling spirit. And this is kind of her connection to non-reality. Her dreaming connection. She's going to start us off. It's going to be Gabrielle, then Frank, and back and forth. We're starting at a bar. We've pulled over. We've gotten pretty far. We're like right outside of, I think, South Dakota. And we're pulling up to a bar. And this is where we're going to start out. I don't think we're going to start. We're not going to set up anything. We're just going to, they're on the road, heading in the Midwest or just outside of South Dakota. They're stopping at a bar, and we'll go from there. Is there anything else I need to remember here? I don't think so. Artichoke dip's good too. More food hacks. I feel like I'm missing something, but okay. Let's do this. Bar. It's at its doom state. Evaluate using mutated rage trash 1 die. Okay. To seal this location, I choose one body. I gotta make a body check or win versus a new threat. Talk. There we go. Okay. I draw an omen. An omen of doom, punishment. Investigate, sacrifice. Flip your nexus of doom and investigate it. Evaluate, trash 1 die if you do not roll doubles. Ooh, that's a new one. This book is purple, so all cards that have purple on them are new just for this book. Do I want to play this omen? That's what I got a long. Ooh, that's where his is going to come in handy. So, like I said, the mechanics of the individual missions are different every time. There are patterns. There's things that I'll end up playing in one like this later on. But this one is I gotta survive throughout all of these 24 cards. And I have to have more trophies than the bad guy. Frank, this bottom thing is whenever he wins versus a threat, anytime I fight a monster or whatever, he can discard a card, examine the top card of this thing. If it's an omen, which it's going to be, because they're all omens, I can draw it, which means I can use him to thin this down and get quicker to the end. All right, we walk into Gabrielle and Frank walk into a bar. Oh. It gets quiet. But it immediately goes back to talking because, I mean, look at them. I mean, they're pretty much look like everybody else outside of South Dakota, probably. Omen of hope. Sacrifice. Flip your nexus to hope and investigate it and avoid. Okay. So I immediately get that card. Actually, I get that card and I draw again. That's how that works. Oh, shit. Snap. I got another omen. This is good. I like all that. Tail Gunner. Rage. It's a gift. Beef ain't washed in weeks, but he's got my beef ain't washed in weeks, but he's got my 6. So when they do walk in, there's everyone stops, notices who they are, takes it in, and then goes back. There were a lot of bikes outside, not a huge amount, but there were bikes outside. Gabrielle walks in, and there are tables of bikers. And one of them might know her. And so we're going to roll and see if he does. So I can either choose Rage or Body. Her Rage, they're both 3 dice for her. So I need to get a 15 out of 3 dice in order to pick up a new card for my hand. Gifts, she adds to her hand. And this would be, a new buddy. I can play cards in order to add more dice to better my chances. Okay. I'm just looking at the special things. I don't know if I want to play my blunderbuss just yet, but maybe I do. I gotta remember how all these cards work. Evaluate. Recycle one gift matching your skill to add +1. 15's a lot. But let's see what that card does. It boosts rage, yeah. Evaluate, discard, move to the nexus of rerolls a number. So really all it does is let me, but it does have her skills. Oh yeah. So this has charm. She has charm 1, which means I get to add one of these bonus dice. You know what? Screw it. Let's mutate. I haven't mutated in a while. So there are these cards called mutation cards. When I want help from another player, Frank can help me by giving me rerolls on this roll. But first I have to mutate the card, and it could add bad things or good things. First, I'm going to roll to see which one of these, instead of like dealing to myself. Let's see which one of these. There's only 9. Number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, it's dangerous. The mutation is dangerous. I have to roll 1d6. 4. If I lose, I suffer 1 die of body damage, trashing 6s. So that means I roll 1 die, and I have to discard that many cards if I lose in this whole endeavor. Now that I've done this, I couldn't fucking do it. Actually, I can't even do it. My bad. I just realized. Okay, so see how these are like this? That means he can help anybody to the left or right of him or across the table, which I'm all of those. But he can't help somebody with rage because that's just him. So I couldn't even do that. That sucks. Okay, fine. We're going to roll these 4 and get 15. Holy shit. Well, let's keep rolling like that. So she's walking by, and then the guy looks, he's a really tough dude, and she doesn't even pay attention because she's tougher than everybody there. But he gets up, and at first she thinks, okay, so this is this guy, maybe he's going to try to fight Frank or something, or her. But then the guy he yells out, Gabriella, a big dude, and it's Jerome. She ain't seen, I need a better name than that. Jerome's fine. I think Jerome's the name I gave to the kid that Frank Block went to looking for his. We need a Meat. His name's Meat. Meat. Hey, Gabriella, what are you doing? Are you going to? You heading to the Scooptown Rally? So apparently, Scooptown Rally is in Sturgis, South Dakota, and it's a humongous motorcycle gathering, and this particular mission is kind of built around it. Gabrielle had forgotten about that, and then that all clicked into place why there was a bunch of bikers outside this particular bar, because they're probably heading to Sturgis. She's like, no, but maybe I'll buy you a beer. So they sit down and they start going, talking. I'm going to add him to my hand. And because I have a bunch of cards in my hand, I'm going to play some more omens. Oh, see if I would mutated rage, if I would have actually managed to mutate that card and not just boofed up, I would have had to trash one of those dice. That's okay. Okay. The whole point of this game is I got to get through this. I got to find a particular bad person in here, close this location, move to the next one. I have 6 locations tonight to get through. Okay. So in order for me to play another card off that deck or pass the turn to Frank, I need to play an omen. What happened? What omen did I play in order to find him anyway? Oh, I didn't. I should have. Okay, so I had played Horror Show in order to play. I'm Pathfinder. I didn't have to play cards, and that's different than this. All right, I'm gonna play an Omen of Doom Deviltry. Recycle 1 random card, then you flip your Nexus to Doom and investigate it. Recycling means, hey, Bo, Hey man, it would have been nice to. Why don't you plan on stopping by the chat room for? I'm gonna bug you every time I see you, Bo. Why don't you stop by the chat room for Talking Dragons next Sunday, man? You talk about your artistic how you made that tiger come to life. You brought the soul to it. Recycling this card. Recycling means it goes underneath my deck. Okay, let's draw this shit. Let's draw the hell out of this shit. Bushwhack. So, after a couple beers with meat, Gabrielle excuses herself, goes back to the bathroom. She goes in the women's bathroom. Unlike most people, she gets that feeling, I'm being watched, something's not right, the spidey sense, a lot quicker than most people. And she feels like something's someone said this before, the bathrooms in Apocrypha are terrifying places. I don't know how many scenes I've described in bathrooms. It's just such an easy go-to, like, scary location that shit can happen in, for anybody. So, and sure enough, bursting out of the stall is not a human. It's not a human, actually. It's dark, very, very dark, like shadow dark, glowing eyes. Usually when her hair stands up in the back of her neck, it's something supernatural, not something normal, human. No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. Good suggestion. Oh, yeah, totally was. What up, Slappy Balls? You keep losing your nickname, and I'm not quite sure why that happens. That's not... no one else knows, but I know. I don't like it. No. Now I gotta remember where I can freaking re-nickname you. Oh, yeah, report him. Yeah. Time him out. No, I just want to rename his ass. It doesn't do nicknames anymore? Maybe I can't do nicknames anymore. Whatever. Stupid Twitch. Gabriella in the bathroom with a shadow. Okay, nothing's going to happen here. Evaluate for mutated. Okay, she can either use rage. She can use any one of those. I think she's going to use mind because it's only a 13, and she can mutate it, and Frank can help then, because he can definitely let her re-roll. This is a threat, which is going to trigger one of the things that happens during this game for this particular mission. So this is fun. One thing before we get into this. Gabrielle's walked into the bathroom and she's thinking about something. She's thinking about something Meat had told her. Meat had been driving through. He'd been coming from the West Coast, and he had said as he started getting into the Midwest, starting in Idaho, he started hearing about people disappearing more. And usually that's something you hear, but there's a lot more people running off to the circus. Or going to raves and rave festivals and never coming back. That level of specificity kind of piqued her interest. So she's mulling that over in her head when this shadow bursts out of the stall. So we're gonna roll. She's got 3 in mind. Oh shit! You know what I was forgetting? I figured it out now. There we go. And then do we have desktop audio? We do not. There we go. Okay. I completely reinstalled OBS and did a bunch of shit, and so now I'm getting back to, which is the only way I could fix it, Gangres. But I figured out a way to save my files, so I was able to just get all my scenes and everything. I didn't lose any, but it completely fixed everything. So something in the OBS settings that I'd screwed up that was causing all that weird shit to happen. My Discord connection things started disappearing too. They weren't working. It was weird. Sorry. Bathroom time. Okay. She does not have sense. Does she have anything that's going to let her boost her mind? No. Symbol versus that. No, but she does have this. She can use her blunderbuss even though it's a rage gift. She can assemble versus a threat, discard this to add 1 rage die. If you're skilled in strike, which she is, she can add a mind or soul die. She's gonna add another mind die. So she's got it out, and it's coming at her. Her blunderbuss. Mind is always, when I first started playing these games, I wanted to come up with ways that if she was going to use her mind, then she needed to trick this thing somehow. But that's tough. When you got mind, body, soul, and rage. Rage is so easy, right? Mind, in theory, it's easy, but if I had to think about how she's going to outwit this bushwhacker right now, well, actually, I got an idea. So when she got into the bathroom, she'd locked the door and she'd taken her blunderbuss out and set it on the counter. And then looked in the mirror, and in the reflection of the mirror, she saw the stall door was closed. And it felt like the in-between was a lot darker than it should be. The little sliver. There wasn't anybody's eyeball or anything that easy looking out, but it was darker. It wasn't a very dark bathroom. She turned on the light. She gripped the blunderbuss. Let's see what happens. We're gonna roll. This has strike. She has strike. So we haven't done that yet. So we get the bonus dice. She's 13. I'm not even worried about mutating. I'm not even worried about it. I got a lot. Am I too bold? Maybe I'm just like my father. Oh fuck yeah, dude. Peace off. So, she grips her blunderbuss, and it comes bursting out, and she pivots, and it runs. It like leaps at her, and I can't work the blunderbuss in, but she does sidestep, and it goes into the mirror. Like I said, it wasn't a real person. It was some kind of manifestation of a person, more like a lost soul of some sort. And it's trapped now in the other mirror, on the other side. And it turns, it looks at her, and it starts banging on the mirror. She gives it a finger. But that's a good clue. She was 18. Okay, so two things. One, that tells her right now they've gone like a couple, like, I don't know, 400 or 500 miles and hadn't met any supernatural shit. Any area where there's heavy Novum activity that weakens the barriers between our world and all the other fucked up things, and you find more supernatural kind of shit. So Meat told her that bushwhack here, she's like, shit, we're not getting to Chicago anytime soon. And she's dreading having to tell Frank that, because Frank wants to get back to... That was not meant for you, Ambitious Pixel, I promise you. But I like the... Is that a thumbs up or a middle finger? Okay. That was Gabriella Vargas giving a middle finger to a spirit she had just locked in the other side of a mirror. Okay, so now mechanically, because I beat this threat, I get to investigate again, by the way, which is cool. The main boss of this, which I'm not going to reveal just yet, this particular session, I have to collect more trophies than him. Trophies are all going to be, for this session, are all threats, which are these guys. So, these cards. He gets to try to steal that from me. He's not going to do it because I got an 18. His score is rolling 3 dice and adding +3. So we're going to roll, ooh, close though, 12, 13 + 3 is 16. I won. So I get the right. If checks equal, or see the score. Yep. Yep. So I get the trophy. So this is going to be my trophy. Going to my trophy pile. And then this gets that was a discard. This is gone. Beating that bushwhack gave me a chance to investigate again. Oh snap. Okay. The spirit, she flips the spirit off. It starts phew. The spirit, she flicks it off, and then all of a sudden it like stops. It's banging on it. It stops. It goes like this, and then it smiles at her. Just a big smile. It smiles, and it's got the teeth. All of a sudden the teeth are there, and they're white, and it's big, and it's creepy, and it's unsettling. And she's like, and then she gets goosebumps all over, and then she hears the a bang, very loud bang that's coming from outside. She comes out of the bathroom, and Frank's already up, looking at her, and she gives him a look, and in that look, he already knows. He's like, fuck, fuck. And they both race out the back of the bar, and in the air, they hear a whirring and a crackling of like fire, and there are these men, not men. It's the Wild Hunt. It's people flying on various different things, whirling around the bar, and it's this moment that we would start the credits for this first episode, because this is when Frank and Gabriella come out and they're like, yes, they're definitely in the middle of this shit, and the Wild Hunt is here, and it's hunting for humans to join the Fae army. The Fae themselves don't have enough creatures and stuff to build an army, so they're going around and they're particularly good at bewitching humans. And sure enough, she sees one of the guys that was at the table with meat. He's all of a sudden he's flying, and they're circling the bar, the bar, and then led by one on a horse, looking like a fucking White Walker, the leader of the Wild Hunt. Okay, this is still Gabriella's turn. So, initiate, that's right now. Body, she's got to do a body check. The saint with the lowest result confronts this threat instead, ignoring this power. Okay. Alright, so we both got to do a body check. Gabriella has 3 dice on body sense. She does not have sense. And we'll roll for her first. 11, 12, 13. Okay, she's got 13. Frank also has 3, but he also has sense, so he's going to add a bonus die. 1 bonus die. He has a sense of 1, so roll. Alright, so Gabriella's got the lowest. She will be confronting the Wild Hunt. That's fine. So the best course of action is body. She needs them to move on. There's no real way to defeat the Wild Hunt. You just deter it, you divert it, you push it off. Well, she does have a 3 body. No, sorry, that was on a scale of 1 to 3. You know what I'm saying? Recycle, yeah. So let me see what she's got as far as like her fleeting fragment cards. Let's see some of her better ones. Discard any number of cards, upgrade that number of dice showing a number higher than the number of cards in your hand. Okay, that'd be pretty cool. That'd really work. Flip 1 die, then trash 3 dice. Okay, let's give a bunch of dice. That's All right, if she wants to do body, we can mutate this card in order to have Frank help. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna roll 3. Her body is 3. She doesn't have sense. She doesn't have any cards. Does Frank? Let's see what Frank's got in his hand. This has all been just Gabriella's turn. Ooh, Frank's got the Lupara. Used for the wolves, or by them. Symbol versus a threat. That's this little symbol means he could give it to her. Recycle and add 1 bonus die if they're skilled in the strike, which she is. He can bury this and add 4 bonus dice. That's a lot of dice. For a 12, this is not that difficult a creature. Ooh, we'll use that in the next one. Void versus a threat, so we can use illusion to avoid a threat. So, the question here is, maybe I do have to use that card. I have no other dice to add to this. I guess 12 on 3 dice isn't that big a deal. I mean, if I can mutate it. All right, let's see how bad it gets when I mutate. We're gonna mutate the card, right? You can use, yep. We're gonna roll a d10. 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mercurial. The mutation is mercurial. And we're going to roll a 1d6 to see which one on this list. Higher the better. Mutate. Use their lowest available virtue instead. Okay, that means Gabriella has to use soul for this check. That's hard. Yeah. Okay, so shit just got bad now. Okay, we're going to... Frank is going to pull out his Lupara and toss it to Gabriella. Gabby throws it. He's the only one that's allowed to call her Gabby. He throws it to her. She grabs it. Checks. No, it's not a ch-ch. It's a... Got them both in there. Although she probably knew that Frank already had it loaded. Both barrels, baby. All right, so she's going to strike. He's going to bury this, which means he can't use the rest of the game to add 4 bonus dice. So 4 white dice. White knight dice. This is good hunting the hunt music. Who's hunting the hunters? We mutated, which means Frank, she's using use the lowest available virtue instead. I guess that means he can give her 1 reroll. Okay, we need 12, all right? This is not 12. But I have things. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I can just do, or I can flip 1 die in the trash. Okay, if I flip 5, 9, 12. Okay. All right, I'm going to use this fleeting fragment. And because I'm using it for the first time, oh, well, never mind. Thank you, Polly. We're adding the die. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. All I got to do, Gabriella's, I got 11 there, right? I need a 12. Gabriella, if I recycle a gift matching her skill, which is this dude, Meat comes running out, and she looks over and she does one of these kind of like she says a like a command word that she used to run the gang, or the gang. She used to run a lot of different gangs, and Meat was one of them. And she said a word, something like pork chop or something that was like their hold word. And she says it, and he looks at her, and his eyes were kind of crazy because he was getting pulled, wanting to join in. Or better yet, he comes ripping around the corner on his bike, and she sees his wheels start lifting off. And the main dude, the main wild hunt guy, this guy, this fucker on the horse, he's like summoning him up. and Meat has given her just the moment she needs to shoot this guy with both barrels. Part of his body blows away, and it interrupts him, like bringing Meat up into the crowd. Meat falls back on the thing and kind of skids out. The Wild Hunt dude turns and looks at Gabriella. She can see the kind of like the anger in his eyes, and then he veers off, and then all the rest of us start veering off, and they start heading east. We're heading east, aren't we? Frank says. Yeah. Well, they were heading east anyway. But he's like, if they were heading west, would we be going west? Gabrielle just looks at him like, you know exactly what the answer is to that. All right, we beat another threat. That was a recycle. Get that one. Thank you very much for the added die there, Polly. That was a threat. We got to see if we... All right, so our roll was 11. Our roll was 11. He gets to roll 3 dice and add 3 to it. And he rolled 12. So he gets a trophy. So we now have 1 trophy. He has 1 trophy. At the end of the game, whoever has the bigger trophy pile is going to win this particular mission. So, big bad guy here. I need a name for the Wild Hunt leader. If anybody has something in mind. Okay, but we finished off a minion, which we can now seal. And Frank is going to play this card. Sanctify, sacrifice, succeed at guarding or sealing their nexus. He's going to do that so that we can just not worry about doing this business. And this location is done. We cruise off from the bar, heading to Barebutt Creek. The next location, we have to, in this particular mission, we have to go in a listed order of locations. We are following Jerome. Are you kidding me? I was looking for something like the Duke of Bones or some shit. You know what I mean? I'm not very versed in Fae stuff. In fact, everyone laughs at. Oh no! I thought maybe you'd heard me earlier. I came up with a name for Jerome for Meat, but then I stopped myself because I'm pretty sure I came up with Jerome for a different character in another one of the books. So I actually wasn't laughing at the name. I was laughing at. I thought you were making a joke because I'd already talked about Jerome. Okay. See. Am I going to end her turn? Yeah, because we're finally moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She draws her card back up to her card thing. 5 cards. It is now Frank Block's turn. We're going to draw an omen for him. Omen of Doom, Affliction. Suffer 1 body or rage damage and flip your nexus to Doom. Okay. We are at the lake. We followed. Okay. Wasn't hard to follow a flying army. Okay. Of people. And so we do start losing them in trees and stuff as they start getting into a wooded area. We come out at the lake. Might as well, what's this? Initiate, suffer 1 body damage. Okay. Frank suffers 1 body damage. I'm gonna drop a card. Right on, Paul. Have a great night, man. Thanks for coming by. I don't think I'm even gonna do it. You know what? This is how Frank plays. Frank is the only, so there are 8 slots around your card. That's called your halo. Your halo is filled as you progress. That's how you level up your characters. You get new cards. They're called fleeting fragments or enduring fragments that you put in your slots. However, as you lose games, or not lose games, but like get run out of cards in your deck during a game and you die, you get these, which are death cards that fill up and take over a slot. And once you have 8 of them, you're completely dead. He's the only character I have so far, and we've played 2, 4, 6, 7 different characters. I have 7 different characters going right now. He's the only one that has a death. My bad. Dr. Z's had a death and he died. He became something else. Fine. Fuck it. I'm gonna play this one. Suffer 1 body or rage damage. I'm gonna discard this other. discard this one. It's fine. He has no cards in his hand. Something familiar. That's a soul gift. He's got 1 in soul. So I'm gonna roll this 5. Obviously, it's not a 9. So I guess he could have rolled body. What am I thinking? Yeah, hold on. That was dumb. All right, so he does not have charm. I can roll 3 to see if I get 15. Do I have a flip card thing? Or flip a die? I have the flip 1 die, discard 3, but nothing else. Okay. No, he does not. No pet. Frank does not get a pet. They're entering they're still cruising through the forest. And he's got to draw. He'd used a bunch of his cards to help her with all that shit that went on, so he didn't have any cards left to play his turn. So I'm going to draw back up to 4, 2, 3, 4 for him, and we're going to pass the turn over to Gabriella. An omen of hope, glamour. Investigate, sacrifice, flip your mixes to hope, investigate it, and evaluate when charming reverses a fey card, you may flip 1 die. Okay, yeah, all right, let's see. I'm gonna do this one first since we're already starting a Doom. I'll play another Omen of Doom. Flip it, investigate it, and evaluate trash 1 die if you don't roll doubles. Okay. Stash. So looking through the trees, they can see them. They can still hear. They're eerily silent. That's the thing. Once they get up in the air, it's not like you can hear a bunch of motorcycles raging through the air. They become part of that particular Fey army, and there's more of a worrying and maybe fire when you're close, the crackling of fire, but there isn't all the different sounds of all the different things that are being ridden in the sky. Gabrielle and Frank are watching them through the trees, trying to catch where they're going and where, and it ends up taking them down a lot of side roads in this wooded kind of area around a lake. And one of them, they drive up, and there's a van there, and some guys are like doing something, like burying something, and they don't look too happy that they ended up showing up. We don't got time for this, Gabrielle thinks, and they go to turn around because of the dead end. And of course, these guys, draw guns, or at least get in front of them. Nah, they won't get in front of the motorcycle. That'd be stupid. This is a threat, so I'll have to do the whole thing. Okay. All right, mind or body? Let's do mind. Because she has a mind booster card in her hand. She has tech support. I'm playing the Allen card. Boost my mind. Boost my mind. Dom, what up, buddy? Thanks for adding to the t-shirt fun. For sure. Hey, I got somebody coming to Viva La Dungeon tomorrow night, Dom, that I'm hoping will help promote the show to a much larger base. So we're gonna give him a good time. You know what I mean? Good time. I mean, he's not gonna fucking win or anything, but he's gonna have a good time. I mean, unless he gets fucking lucky, who knows? I'll let you know more tomorrow if you're gonna show up. All right. 4 dice to get 12. That's not bad. I do have hack. Oh, hold on, hack. There we go. Viva La Sickening. Dickening. Yes. Yes. Viva la dickening. All right, here we go. Here we go. What up? All right. So they stop, and Gabrielle stops, and this guy's got guns, and they were burying something. Don't know what. And it was in the clearing. And she stops and she looks at him and she goes, you know, if you wrap it up good, and she gives him a tip for how to bury something in a lake, so it's never found, versus just burying it in a clearing in the forest. They all look at each other, and by the looks of her, they re-look at her and Frank kind of starts going like, he just kind of puts his hand on his gun. They're like, okay, that's a good idea. Thanks. We draw one new gift of each virtue and keep one. Okay. So I get to draw a rage, soul, body, and mind. All right, let's see. Blasting cap is in geophage, blah. Holy water cocktail. It's good for damned and deathless. I think I'm gonna go psychic surgeon. And then I may shuffle the rest in for the rest of your nexus. I'm not gonna do that. Alright, so I'm gonna get that card. Then what did I roll? I rolled a 16. So now the big bad guy is gonna roll to see if he can take this. 11 12 plus 3 is 15. Just barely, I won. So now it's part of my trophies. A Russian heli hand grenade? No. It's just a regular, it's a non-European or non-Asian holy water cocktail. Actually, I don't think it claims any allegiance to any country. Me. A discard. That was a get rid of. Alright. This is still her turn. I think she's gonna keep it. I think we're gonna. Oh, wait, you know what? I was supposed to take a body damage. Shit. That means that's gone. She started with the lake. This is stupid. You're a stupid location. I want to do this. Sundown. Flip one nexus to hope. And then investigate. Lord of Doom. Take that. Investigate. Blue. What is this? She can make your dreams real for one night with just a flick of her wrist. Oh, snap. She's a gift. She's an ally. Watching from the van, as Gabrielle tells them this, and then they talk for a minute, and she tells them that they need to go west because she doesn't want them running into and becoming part of the army that the Wild Hunt is building. In the van is Blue, who's already got plans. Well, maybe doesn't have plans. Maybe doesn't have Blue. Obviously, she's an ally, so she's not part of the warring. The thing is about the Fae is on most of the there's three camps and they don't get along. So it's going to be a tough road for them to band together to actually use their army to take over the world. But yeah, so this must be an unaligned Fae. Well, Gabrielle only has 2. What does this thing do? What does she do? Blue. Boost. Okay. Assemble using Rage, Recycle, add your soul dice. Then, evaluate. Sacrifice 1 fragment and let you keep at least 1 die that landed on part of this gift. You gotta... Okay. So I gotta roll the dice on top of that card. It's not bad. I mean... assemble using Rage. I'm hoping we get a lot of raging going on with these two because they're good at it. But I don't know how to get 15 on 2 dice. And I don't have anything that's gonna boost nothing. So I don't think that's gonna happen. I think Blue's gonna stay in the van. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. What? Okay. I'm gonna pass this turn to my boy Frank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My boy Frank, where's your cards, dude? Those are not your cards. What did I do with your... Wait, where'd your hand go, buddy? What did I do? Did he... Wait, what happened, Frank? Did Frank use his cards to help her? I don't think he did. Those aren't his cards. Those aren't his cards. Did I drop his freaking cards? This is weird. I hate when I do this. Did I set them down over here or some shit? No. I'm talking. Think about this. Okay, I guess Frank didn't have a fucking ham. Okay. Dom, did you take my, hey, hold on. Did you take Frank's hand? It's good sounds for that. This is so fucking weird. Am I gonna find this? Like, did I put this somewhere? No, I'm gonna find it in some weird location that I feel like I cheated. Alright, I guess it's Frank's turn, and I'm gonna take a hit on Frank's turn because he doesn't have any cards. He doesn't have them in his freaking... They're not in her deck. So... Here's the original drum. I think it might be Phil or Jerome. I think it's Jerome. That's his partner's son that he helped. Fuck it, I'll take the hit. So I guess Frank is going to draw an omen. He's not going to take a turn. He's going to draw to his hand. I'm going to pass it over to Gabriella again. Maybe that's what I do. Maybe I put it like this and then put it back on top of his deck. I'll take the hit. I'm feeling good tonight. Gabriella. Gabriella's going to play. She's going to draw a new poverty. Play that. This is going to flip over to Doom. Garlic Salt Shot. And evaluate versus a gift, trash the highest die. Okay. Well, I'm not too worried about this. I'm not sure I really want this card. She's going to roll Rage. $6.10. Got her trash stats 5. She doesn't see that as they're driving out of the clearing and leaving those men behind. But she's going to play an Omen of Hope. Ooh, snakeskin boots. Don't mind if I do. Body. Body or... Well, she's got 3 in body. She's got charm, so she can throw it in there. That's, reload it. What did it say? Okay. Sure. The Grifter. Assemble versus a gift. Reload. Add 1 bonus die. I'm going to reload this because she's going to... An old grifter once told her to make sure you look at everybody's shoes. And she sees somebody's wearing One of the guys is a gal. As she's leaving, she notices their snakeskin boots. Okay, so that's 13, which was what we needed. Was there anything weird going on here? Suffer? Nope. Just made a void, you made a void. She stops the bike and talks the woman into giving up her snakeskin boots. Let's get stashed. We'll take that, put it in our hand. I'm gonna go ahead and stop now and finally have a turn with Frank with actual cards. Frank draws an omen of glamour and hope. Oh shit, she didn't hold on. She can't end her turn. She can't end her turn, she needs to do this. Omen of hope, flip this back over so no one takes any damage. Flip your Nexus of Hope, investigate and evaluate when charming or versus a fade card, you may flip one die. Oh snap. Coming out of the clearing, coming back, heading out of that clearing where those people were, and tooling around the lake, they see him again, and a lot of them, they've like stopped over top of the lake. Maybe pissing? Or they see him clearly. Let's put it that way. They see him clearly through the woods, through the trees, and going over the lake. So they're going to veer over. And like I said, you can't necessarily stop them. And by them, I mean the wild hunt. But you can definitely deter them, slow them down. That's what she plans on doing. Now, first we have to do our body check. She rolled a 13. Frank is rolling. Okay, she is definitely going to be the one doing it again. Does he have anything fun? Ooh. Is that anybody? That is. Sweet. Okay. Frank's got this card. He's got Jerome. He's got the Sorceress Apprentice. A symbol versus a damned deathless or fey card. Discard this to add 2 bonus dice. So he's going to play that. Discard that to add 2 bonus dice to this room. And then, can she play a card to at least his body, and so snakeskin boots? She's going to discard the boots to add a die. Okay, here we go. And I don't want to mutate it because last time that got weird. So we're going to roll these. I need 12 on 3 dice. At least 12 on 3 dice. That's what we're talking about right here. All right. So, Gabrielle stops again. But this time she pulls out her blunderbuss. Taking aim, she hits the leader again, Jerome. The bone. I'm gonna call him the bone something, but something really different. The boner. Okay. Anyway, she's gonna win. She hits him. She shoots him. Blows out part of his horse's rear. It goes, falls back, and he whips around, and the whole little army comes, and they're gonna start flying in and start looking for them in the forest. And Frank and Gabrielle zoom off. Yeah, she's gonna recycle at least 1 card. Jeez. Recycle a card to close this location. So while they're trying to find them, they take off from the lake, heading out of that area. I gotta roll for the bad guy. He gets 3 dice plus 3. He rolled a 5, so he is not getting this trophy. I am. I have more trophies than you. That means if I roll doubles, I get to add +1 to the roll. So that's good. Let's go over here. This is closed. Moving on to the next location. The next location is the lot. Deadhead Drive. Deadhead Drive. So, Gabriella's thinking the Wild Hunt is probably heading towards Scooptown Rally, just like the bikers were. And once there, it will find a lot of people to join its army. Oh, you know what? I think the big bad guy is actually the leader of the Wild Hunt. His name's Jaeger, which is a cool name. Couldn't name my daughter Jaeger, but Lot, mutate, add 1 mutation die for each other saint of this nexus. So it's tougher to mutate. Gabriella's gonna add, draw back up. 5. Oh man, she got a sweet hand. Frank. Frank's turn. Now it's Frank's turn. Moment of hope. Good. Okay. I gotta remember what gambling means. Moment of doom. Sin. Flip the nexus doom, which I've already had. Evaluate. Gamble at least 1 die. I remember what gambling means in this game. So, Gabrielle, like I said, wanted to slow them down because getting to the Scooptown Rally with all the motorcycles, thousands and thousands and thousands upon thousands, 700,000 riders. That's a lot of people. That's a big pull for the Wild Hunt. They need to stop this train before it gets there. So they just start getting to the outskirts of all this. There are a lot of field parking lots set up outside of Sturgis. I'm making this up. I'm imagining that it is. That there are. And so they're going to find themselves there first. Coming into town. I don't know what the Coca-Cola was going to be all about. We're going to roll 3. So how do you guys see if Frank gets it? We're going to read about what's gambling. You. Okay. Ablerman, the Oath Finder. Gambling. Cards you are told to gamble a certain number and evaluate in the trash step. Reroll that number of dice and immediately trash all odd dice you gamble. Okay. So I get to reroll 1 die and trash it if it's odd. It's 4 and it's not odd. And it allowed me to get this cobalt blood. Yeah. Fictional. We're just going to say he has it on him. And then, does he want to pull the other one? Sure. No. He's going to finish his turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's done. I'm going to pass it over to Gabriella. Moment of Doom, Trickery. Evaluate flip dice that roll doubles. Oh, it's the only omen she has, so we gotta play that. Barco. Yeah. So, obviously we've stopped. They were going hard, riding hard for like an hour or two past the lake, getting out ahead of the wild hunt as fast as she could. They stopped in a lot. They had to go to the bathroom. Frank found that kobold vial of blood in the grass next to him when he was taking a leak. Gabriella found a porta potty, and she hears something whirring and outside of the porta potty door. She knows that sound. I mean, she dealt with Aleph and his children, a lot of his children in Seattle, and so she was very carefully opens up the porta potty door to see this little robot dog thing staring up at her. Shit. She knows it's if it's not Aleph, then it's probably an AI that's not that doesn't really like. There's a certain AI out there. We don't know who it is or what it is, but it doesn't like the Saints. It's been trying to kill them in different all across the U.S. Assist. Soul charm. If any Saints fail, they can assist. Okay. Evaluate. Trash the highest rage die and the lowest mind die. Okay. That's right. Because you can only use body baseline, you can only do a body check or spirit check, soul check. We're going to use body, because her body's 3, your soul's 2. She has strike, so that's one of these. She has some cool cards. She's got these flying rats, which are kind of sweet. Crazy Disney princess thing. Some of which they get to a threat. Bury this, draw 4 cards from the clock to add 1 white die for each card drawn. Sacrificing the omens and confronting the threat. I love this card. I love this for right now. This is amazing. So, because I want this clock to be gone while we have more cards than Jaeger does. We've collected. That means we're going to stop him from collecting all these people at Scooptown. So, Flying Rats. Symbol versus a gift or a threat. This is a threat. Draw up to 4 cards from the clock to add 1 body die for each card drawn. I wonder, you know what, it doesn't say I can't draw them if I don't have the dice to add. 2, 3, 4. Sacrificing the omens, all of them are omens. So I'm going to sacrifice that, making my clock shorter. I'm going to add 1 body die because all I can add is actually 4. You know what? I can't do that. That's cheating. I feel like that's cheating. Because you would use it, like what I'm going to do is use it next time I can to get 4 cards out. Because I can really only add 1, so it'd be discarding 1 card. Alright, that's okay, but I do have Sweet Chopper. What's that do? Avoiding stuff. Alright, well I don't want to avoid, but I am going to use my Sweet Chopper to add a bonus die. She's out. She jumps over it. It's coming at her. This little robot dog thing. She hears it whirring. Oh shit! If you've seen Black Mirror, the black and white episode of like season 5 or the last season, I think it was last season, then you know what this thing is. Horrifying. She's gonna jump on her bike, start it up, and as she jumps on it, start it, turn around, and she's gonna run this fucker over. That's how we do. 10, 14. Oh, well, it's okay. All is not lost. All is not lost. She does get to discard a card that matches her skill to add +1. Actually, did I roll doubles? I rolled doubles, so I get +1 anyway. Because I have more cards than Fuckface does. 15. Yep, my Sweet Chopper obliterates the little dog robot. That was a discard. That was hold on. Hold on. All right, let's not cheat. Right. Hey, collecting bricks. No sound. What do you mean? Oh, my music is too loud? Okay. Okay. Wait, why is it too loud? Because I've got it set really freaking low. Okay. Yeah. I wonder why I got a new microphone. I had to reinstall OBS. Yeah, this is a test run. Hopefully it's not too bad, so I can put this shit up on YouTube and y'all on YouTube can understand what I'm doing. All right, so here's a fucked up part. I rolled doubles, and I was like, yeah, fuck you, I get +1. But this little card right here says I got a flip dice that should roll doubles, which means I got 2 2s, which means I am screwed. Okay, no. I need a 15, so that's not good. Ooh, I can sacrifice this card to re-roll body dice. The cost. That's my bad. Okay. I'm going to sacrifice this fleeting fragment, this memory. They warned you not to trade with the Skin Man, but it's such a small piece of yourself each time. It was so much money. But those pieces added up. The kids look like they enjoy it when he takes them to the park. Oh, Jesus. I'm going to sacrifice that to roll my re-roll. And now we're talking a little bit. So that's 14. I still need 1. I didn't roll double, so I don't get the +1 there, but I can because of her power recycle a card that matches her skill to get +1. Now I played legit, and my sweet chopper obliterates the little dog robot. Peace out, dog robot. Oh, wait a minute. That's a threat, and I rolled I got a 15. So Bag Jaeger over here rolls 3 fucking 6s, so he's got another card in his he has 2. I don't know what happened there. So this card, I'll just keep 2. He's got 2, I've got 3, so I'm still beating him trophy standpoint for now. Okay. She doesn't have any more omens, so she's gonna draw back up. Is that better now, the mix with the music versus voice? I guess I'll just turn that shit down here too. Frank, it's your turn. Frank Block, everybody. Frank Block is going to draw an Omen of Hope. Cool. I have to stash this when he plays it, so he might as well play it now. He's going to pop that over. A symbol using body, you get to add a die. Okay. Oh, snap. So we had stopped to take a leak. They had stopped at a one of the exterior kind of parking lots before you get into Sturgis. There's still lots of people, a lot of bikes, a lot of RVs. Hopefully we got into town before the wild hunt, but as Gabrielle finishes running over this little robot dog that was chasing her, she hears that whirring and the crackle, and she's like, shit. Frank looks up after zipping up, and he sees it too. But this time, Frank looks up, and he sees them all there. They're all stopped. And Jaeger, the man in front, is hovering in the air, maybe 6-7 feet above him, looking down at him. Jaeger's an old fae. So we need to. Can Can Frank avoid? I thought he had something for avoiding. Avoiding would be good right now. I'd want to avoid so that we know where he is. Because whether we beat him now or not, he's going to run his ass away to another location. There's 3 other locations. Actually, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because this mission isn't about beating him. It is about beating him, but beating him from a trophy standpoint, not him. So I don't care if he runs away. All right, fine. We're just going to kick his ass. Or try to. Frank doesn't have any weapons or anything. All right, so it's either body or rage check. Body. All right, so let's do. Right, symbol using body, get an extra die. Or he just. Okay, yeah. Okay. Rage, he starts with 4. He can recycle 1 card to get another 1. Okay. And then I'll see if I beat him, I get to take one of his trophies. So, haha. Okay, Frank, what are you doing? Support, slide, okay. And then, can Gabriella add anything to this mess? Oh, sure. We're going to use the flying rats now. She's going to use the flying rats. It's got a little symbol, which means she can use it during anybody's assembly. This is assembling. I'm doing this mostly to drain the clock. Drop the 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to add 4 body dice to his roll. She's had the flying rats for a while. She got them in Vegas. And, yeah, fun. So, she looks over, she hears it, she looks up and she sees this Jaeger on his horse, like old-ass pirate fae, looking down on Frank, and Frank's looking up at him. And she just, first thing she does is, she always knows that she's got these rats, but they're like just next door, dimension-wise. Just, she knows, she can feel them there in the edge, and when she calls them, they come, and here they come flying past her, coming right at Jaeger. I'm going to roll all these dice. We need a 17. Yeah, he's using rage, so we need a 17. Is there anything I'm missing here? No, I don't think so. I have more than him, so if we're rolling doubles, I got to add a 1. And we got 2 6s and a 5, which is 17. I did roll a couple. I did roll a doubles. Well, those are doubles, obviously, so it's +1, so I got 18. We're good. 18. We beat you, buddy. When the rats hit him, Frank, what's Frank do? Frank, when the rats hit him, Frank's down. He's got his gun out and he's shooting up and just putting as much lead as he can through the horse into Jaeger. Jaeger's struggling with the rats, and he rears up, and they turn, and the whole army goes with them. Gabriella, or at least Jaeger retreats, and Frank runs to Gabriella, gets on the bike because she comes roaring up after that's what happens. She lets the rats come. She throws the rats at him. She's coming with her sweet chopper, and was that a yeah, it was a discard. He hops on. They peel out, and they're heading to Sturgis. That was a berry, so she can only do that once. That was a stash. It's gone. And then, because we beat him, we get to steal one of his trophies. So we stopped him from getting another person into his army, is basically what that's all going to be. Okay. Because we did that, though, we can close this. He's got to make a mind check with sense. His mind is 3, his sense is 1. We need a 12. I don't want to fuck this up, so I'm going to use a star clock to boost mind. I want to get us out of here. Yep. 15. Okay, so we've closed this location. We peel out, heading the opposite direction, still a step ahead of the wild hunt. I gotta take him though, and I gotta get... I need 1, 2 blessings. Mix these up, and then put them in the other location. Or, yeah, the other location decks. We'll put one here, one here. What's the next one? What's the next location for us? Our next location is Motel. Crusaders Inn. What's cool about this game is all these, when I say Crusaders Inn, that place exists in all reality. Here's the original intent of this game was whenever you're playing it, it is today. So if I was playing this, and honestly, he would want me to be playing this during the COVID pandemic. But because of the way my story timeline's gone, and I've been away for months, I haven't integrated that into the whole thing. That would have fit a lot better with the physician's book. Okay. All right, Frank. He's gonna 1, 2. Pass his turn. We're gonna pull the motel up. I gotta shuffle it. Motel. When you start here, you gotta recycle 1 card. Okay, maybe that's not the right. This is the right. So we did not defeat Jaeger. He has escaped to one of the other locations. That's fine. We're not trying to find him and kill him anyway. It's not a thing. It is Gabriella's turn. We're drawing from the clock. An omen of pain. Omen of doom. Pain. T-pain. Yeah. Flip your nexus. Doom. Investigate and evaluate. Trash the highest rage die. Let's do this. Extravagance. If it's a gift, avoid it and then investigate again. It's a gift. It's avoided. That's right. They get thrown. Ooh, nice. Omen of doom. Zealot. All right. So the next place we find as we start getting closer to Sturgis, there's fields full of motorcycle people. They find one of the motels. Of course, the motel was probably was booked up like months ago. But there's a gathering in the parking lot, and a preacher. At this point, it's night. Nothing ever comes good out of preachers at night, preaching to people at night, ever. History. You tell me when it does. I guess if you're in a church, but out in a parking lot of a motel, probably not a good thing. Gabrielle knows it. We all know it in our hearts. So they pull up here. What's their goal? Like they want to stay ahead of them in order to stop them from getting as many people as possible. So what are they going to try to do? Try to disperse people from being outside, I guess. I mean, the more exposed they are, the more chances that the wild hunt can get them. I like that. So we're going to try to disperse this, starting with the preacher preaching to people in the parking lot of the motel. She's got to recycle a card. She'll recycle this one. And then confront. Choose 2 different checks to attempt. If you fail either check, go to lose. Okay. We have this fragment here that we both use. The Oasis. The Oasis is no haven. It gleams and glitters and promises everything, plus enough water and whiskey to make you forget the endless red desert just beyond the neon's reach. Smoke? The demon appears on top of the hotel where you watch the desert, cigarette pinched between 2 bloody jeweled nails. You accept, and it grins. What comes next is worse, it confides, offering a light. This isn't a haven after all, just a way station. You all move on eventually. Confront a card requiring more than one check to win. You may use the result of your first check on subsequent checks. So I don't have to roll once. We're going to roll this is at Gabrielle. So yeah, we'll go rich. That's fine. Anything? Recycle? No. Okay. And she's going to use her blunderbuss to get the point across. These guys usually don't leave unless you're a little more forceful about it. Consistent. It does have charm. We have charm, so we're going to use a bonus die. We need a 12. Feeling pretty good. Let's do it. Okay, we only need a 12, and we got a 14. So, and we can use it on both. Sweet. I have to roll for Jaeger to see if he ends up getting this guy anyway. I roll a 12 and 13. He gets plus 3, 16. So he is going to get it in his trophy pile. He's got 2 still, though. And I think we have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4. He has 2. But we did get them to disperse. It's just he's going to get a few. Actually, what that means is we got some of them to disperse, but he's still going to come by and get a few. That was a discard. Okay. Does she want to go again? Yes. Evaluate trash the highest rage die. Oh, snap. Here they come. Here comes Jaeger and the crew. The whole lot of them. I wonder if we need to chill out closing these locations. Let me check this here. You lose if all saints fade or you time out and no saint has more cards in their trophy pile than the masters. It doesn't say anything about like when you close all the locations. But it doesn't say it's a bad thing either. So let's get it the hell out of it. Let's get out of this. Got to do our body check to see who's going to be rolling against them. Gabrielle rolls a 7, 8, 9. She's probably going to be the one that does it. Yeah. 7, 8, 9. Actually, I can choose whatever dice I want. Couldn't I? Yeah. Do I want him to do it? Yeah, let's have Frank take care of this one. Frank. Okay, so body. Give me body. All right. So Frank gets 3 dice for body. I keep forgetting a key thing that he can do. God darn it. Okay. I'll try to remember that he can do this after he defeats this guy. We need a 12, a body. We're going to do 3. We're going to use the Kobold blood to discard the boost body. All right. We're going to use the Halligan bar. Assemble versus threat. Recycle this to add 1 body or rage die. We're going to add a rage die. He is skilled in strike, so he's not worried. I've played a card with strike. I have strike 2. I'm going to add 2 bonus dice. That is a recycle. I don't want to forget that. This is a discard. Don't want to forget that. That's a lot of dice. All I need is 12. Let's do it. If I roll doubles, I get to add +1. All right, here we go. Doubles. So I rolled a 17. They, as Gabrielle is, insisting that the preacher leaves, that's when the Wild Hunt decides to arrive. With the crackle of flames, suddenly they're there, and some of the people that are in the crowd are suddenly they're lifted up and they are either flying on their own or they find some kind of device once they're up there. Some means of transportation. Maybe they hop on somebody else's bike, joining the flying Fey army. The Frank, though, immediately draws his pearl-handed revolver and starts shooting people off their bikes and things indiscriminately. Gabriella's going to have a little talk with him. But it is enough to make the wild hunt move on. The Gabriella and Frank, the Saints, are exempt from, they're not, cannot be glamored by the wild hunt. I had to trash the highest rage die, so I still made it though. Okay, I still made it with this. It was 11, 15. Didn't I say added something? No. Okay, so Jaeger's gonna roll, and he does not get enough. He doesn't beat me, so I'm gonna get I get another trophy. Suck it. Frank block 1 versus a threat. He can discard a card. He's gonna discard a card. Damn. Examine the top card of the clock. If it's Omen, he draws it. Great. That's 1 less card in the Omen deck. We're closer to finishing. To seal this, we draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. So he's going to draw 2 cards. 1, 2. And he's going to discard 2. I'll just discard these 2 cards. And then into his turn, he's going to draw back up to 4. Frank needs a heal. And we're going to this place is closed. And we're moving on. This time we're following the hunt. This time we've fallen behind. They continued on. And I think we're going to the rally now. Nope. Power station. It is the McFuel Propane. Okay. It is Gabriella's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Did I draw? Wait. Did I just draw an Omen? No, I did all this. Okay. The power station. Lose using Mind or Rage. Sacrifice 1 card. Alright, so the Omen is Inevitability. Evaluate. Trash 1 die for each die you reroll. Oh. Damn. All she's got is... Alright, I'm going to do Gut Punch. If she takes any damage, she's got to bury a card first. What is this doing in here? This should not have been in here. This should probably have been an Omen. Is what happened. So I will draw this. Sweet Release. Okay. Draw another one. Vector. They drive on. They see the lights of Sturgis up ahead, and the lights of all the camp around town. They also, on their way into town, though, they see the McFuel propane plant, and the hunt is hovering above that. They must be finding. There must be people there that they're gathering. Gabrielle turns off to head towards there to the plant. They come up to an empty guard station, except that the thing's down. So they're gonna have to get it. She gets out and she goes in the little booth, and it's just all lit up. Someone was there. There's like a cup of coffee cooling, a lunch half eaten. Obviously that person had been taken. She goes to hit the button to upload, and she doesn't know that it's a very dirty button. Very dirty. All right, she's going to use Rage because she puts her hand on it. She puts it up, and she sees this gunk on her hand, and she can see it moving, and she can feel the supernatural part of it. It's a supernatural disease, basically. We're going to Rage it out because she's going to... Yeah, that's what she's going to do. She gets 3. She does not have Study. I mean, it's 10, right? It's 10. if she loses, she's going to have to sacrifice one card, though. And damage and bury one card, so it's like we can't lose this. Alright, well, if she doesn't use rage, what could she use? Alright. Alright, we got cards to help. We're going to do this. All right, 7-10, just barely made it. She rubs it off. God damn. Not on herself. She gets it off. All right, we're going to roll 3 dice for Jaeger. It's a threat, and he's taking it. So he now has 3 in his, wait, no, he has, 3 in his pile to our 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, to our 5, yay. Yay. We're still leading the charge here. All right, that's it for her. 1, 2, 3. No, you know what? I'm going to play Sweet Release and hope for a mind check. That's not a mind check. Lost Soul. Okay. We can do Lost Soul. Damn. What does staking a gift mean? Staking a gift. When you are told you can stake a gift in a symbol, you may display 1 gift to add 1 die matching the gift's type. If you fail the check, sacrifice a card, otherwise recycle it. Oh, okay. She's got a 3. It's another 10. She's got 3 dice and rage. Okay, so as she goes to leave the little booth, the little guard booth, or the, if you call it guard, sure, little guard station, the little entry station thing. She feels it as she's leaving the door. Perhaps the guard wasn't picked up by Jaeger in the Wild Hunt. He might have been killed by them because he's still here in some way, shape, or form. A soul. She feels it. Put its arms around her to try to keep her. Evaluate. Trash the highest die. That's annoying. So we need to add bunches of dice. Let's add some dice. Somehow. So Frank's gonna play Shutterbug, which will symbol using rage. Shuffle. He gets shuffle this in, and then she can stake 1 gift. She's going to stake. The Psychic Surgeon, add a mind die to this. Conjure and Sense. She doesn't have either of those, but well, she's not technically playing. She's staking that. So we have 4 dice to get 10. So I think we're going to try it. So I got 13. Okay. I got to trash the highest die. Never mind. Hold on. I got 10. So I made it, but he's going to roll. Probably get more than 10. 9, 10. Yep. Oh, man. He's catching up now. Now he's got another. He's got 4 to my 5. It's just shuffled into Frank's deck. Oh man, Frank needs to. Hold on, how many? I only had. Yeah. I can trash 1 die to heal that number because I had 4 dice. No, I had to trash it, so I didn't have that die. I do get this though. When I stake it, what happens? Otherwise, recycle it. Okay. Frank really needs some healing. This is sacrifice. Okay. We're heading into so this is the first time she's gotten to do it. Okay. So one thing that the Saints have all been experimenting with. They don't know it. Oh, actually, Gabrielle does know it. Gabrielle does know this. She knows that Zeus, Sam, and Frank all can do it too. Savannah and Evangeline do not know that the other saints are having this kind of thing too. Right around the time all this the elevation in the supernatural kind of thing, all the novums starting to spark their own apocalypses, all the saints started experiencing this. This, we call it the glow. The glow starts inside. They've been experimenting with it can blast out of them. They can use it to cover themselves, to shield themselves. They're all using it in their own ways, but basically it becomes this kind of like it's built off their soul, and it built as a use as a tool against especially supernatural, especially the so they don't have to watch the show. I'm kidding. I love Sam and Dean. So this ghost puts her, this lost soul, she can feel it kind of wrapping itself around her, and she just does a short burst of the glow. And it just, she hadn't used it in a while. She wasn't sure if it was there, but right when she reached for it, kind of in her mind and deep down, it was there, ready to go, and she just, a short, and it dissipates. The soul kind of screams though, which tells her that she pushed it away. It'll probably join the wild hunt. She's going to draw up to 5 and pass her turn now to Frank. Frank's turn. Frank is going to draw an Omen of Hope. Cool, let's play it. He grabs an Omen of Hope. Illusion. Mind gift, okay. Confront while wearing something that is not clothing. Recycle. Give 1 fragment to somebody and they slot it. Well, do I want this? I want this because Frank doesn't have any cards left, and the more cards we get in our hand, the less he has to lose. The more he has. That's his health. Why do I have thinking about something? It's not a threat or anything, so oh well. He'll use his mind. He gets 3 mind. I don't know if he's gonna get this or not. Let's check it out. 8, 9, 10. Well, that was a 10. Okay. So we haven't talked much about Frank. We haven't gotten in Frank's head yet this whole night. I've been getting into Gabrielle's. Frank, very little. Frank isn't that deep a person. When he does go though, it's not because he's not deep. It's just because he doesn't. He has trained his mind over the years. He's a detective. He's been a detective for a long time. He's referred to as a bad cop because he had spent most of his career hunting down skinwalkers in Chicago, because it's a bad skinwalker zone, and he doesn't let them live. And then when a skinwalker dies and changes back into a human, then you never know they're a skinwalker. So a lot of people think he's a murderer, but he's only ever killed. Maybe there was one real person he killed once, and he decided he was never ever gonna make that mistake again. He's not a human killer. He kills lycanthropes. So, but when he does get when he starts lets himself think beyond the level of being a detective, looking for signs of whatever. When he digs down a little bit more, he typically comes back with something good. For example, the illusion. When he kind of puts his mind down while he's waiting for Gabrielle, and he doesn't see the shit that's going on. She goes in, does the disease thing, comes out. It's on the other side of the little building. He's just sitting there waiting, and the thing goes up, and it's her bike, so he's just sitting in the back, and he's thinking about things, and nobody gets killed by a passing reference except maybe to their own passing. Huh. He's reflecting on his experience. He hasn't left Chicago ever, and he's been a skinwalker hunter for a long time, for just as long. So he left for the first time to go to Las Vegas. He's processing still. He's processing all of this. This is a result of some of the processing, is the new way kind of outlooks, his new viewpoints. His new viewpoints on the world. I'm gonna stash this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You good? He says, because she comes back kind of, yeah, let's go. The hunt is still hovering over this plant. He's like, all right, let's go. I'm going to play his other hope. You may reload 1 random card from your discard pile. Yay, all right, here we go. And you flip your next hope and investigate it. Don't mind if I do. Okay. Sword Cane. I'm just going to go ahead and roll my 4 rage and see what happens. 4, 8, 10. I forgot I had this. He says as he pulls out the short little cane thing, that a cane that actually extends to become a cane, and then you take it apart to become a sword. It was in the saddlebag of her bike. He had forgotten. He's looked over and realized they still had it. I have too many cards and no way to play them, so he's got to recycle 1. All right, Frank's passing his turn to, we're getting low, getting good. Pass to Gabriella. Omen of Hope. All right, I'm gonna play Omen of Doom, Curiosity. I can't play Powers to Evade. I don't evade anyway. Oh snap! We catch up with the the Wild Hunt. All right, let's see which one of us is gonna be. This is Gabrielle. She got 8, 10, 11. Oh yeah, Frank. Frank is doing this. What is this? This is okay, this is Gabrielle's. I think he's gonna do body. I think he's gonna do body. 3, 2, 3. Okay. Close. He's got a Halligan bar that he can play to symbol versus threat, add body or rage die. And then Gabriella is going to play a bruiser card symbol for him to discard, add 1 body die as well, which would be a bonus die. His skills resist sense and he's got sense, so, but he played a strike, so I'm going to use that one. That's +2 bonus dice. All right, so hells yeah. I got something that. Do I got any healing? See, okay. Okay. Heal their discard pile. Oh, snap. Okay. Oh, damn. I got a fleeting fragment that's going to save my ass if things get too bad. Remember that. All right. Here we go. Yeah. So, nothing fancy. It's all body. Get high, he says. So Gabrielle looks over, and there's a ramp going up to go up and start going around one of these big cement kind of reservoir thingamabobs. And she's going up on her chopper, and poof, they go off. And sure enough, they're up, and then the Wild Hunt, there's people like in status just kind of sitting there on a bike or horses and that kind of stuff, all hanging in different spots in the air as Jaeger is pulling up these workers that are working the late shift. And so for a fleeting moment, Gabrielle's flowing through the air, and Frank's in the back, and they're passing some of these, and the people they're passing don't get the benefit of the interesting view because they're charmed, right? They're like focused on just waiting for their order. So as Gabrielle's looking, and Frank's going, who's he? Who am I gonna start knocking out? And he starts swinging. And he hits one and another one and another one. He's knocking people, and Gabrielle's like, don't kill him, because he hits them, they fall out of the air, and she doesn't necessarily want them dead because these are charmed people. So he starts aiming for their mounts, or like, so their hands and stuff, so they let go and they fall, and it's not that far, he says. There's gonna be some broken bones for sure, but we rolled a 16. The Jaeger is gonna roll 7, 8, 9 plus 3 is 12, so he does not get this trophy. We do. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Halligan bar. All right, that was a recycle, so that's cool. That's a bye-bye. We just sacrifice one card from your discard pile. No, we're not going to. This isn't about closing these locations. We're just gonna keep going. We're not gonna close this. We're gonna try to help the people that have fallen. That's what. So Gabrielle lands the motorcycle spectacularly. It's amazing. Frank's passing the turn over to her. Moment of hope, recollection. Did I? Supposed to? I did. Okay. Let's fix the cards. Didn't he just play an Omen of Hope? Or did he play... I felt like he played an Omen of Hope. When using Mind or Rage. It doesn't really matter. She's going to play one too. Sustenance. Her turn. Muspelheim Codex. A mind gift. Support. Slot it. Increase mind and soul virtues by 1. What? In. Choose one. Sacrifice this gift or discard it and confront one new Fey threat. Huh. It's high too, so it's a high roll. 3. And she's gonna boost it with wishful thinking, which is one of this, and then it uses charm, so she's gonna add 2 bonus dice. Right? And she charm. Oh, 1 bonus dice. Charm is only 1. All right, we're gonna roll for this. I wouldn't say no to this card. I need a 15. 11, 15. Just barely. When using mind or rage, heal 1. Oh, if I win, we won. She gets to heal a card, so that's fantastic. Okay. Then, that was not a threat or anything, but she gets to take it. That was a discard. Yeah, and then I think I'm gonna slot this sucker, which means it goes into one of my halos, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I used one, so I have an open slot. So I'll slot that sucker. Now my mind is a 4 and my soul is a 3. So that's cool. All I have is omens left. I gotta stash this, and then I'm going to draw up the 5 and pass my turn. To Frank. How many turns we got left to win? We got 4 turns left. All right. If I can win versus a threat, I can make that 2 turns. 3, 4 enduring fire. He's 4 enduring fire. So 1, 2. Oh, he only has 2. Wait a minute. Maybe I shouldn't have. She has 4. He only has 2. Okay. Omen of Hope. A symbol using soul. Mystic Portal. 3 dice. And 1 for sense. And I need threats, but that's okay. 8, 9, 10. He did not get this, whatever this was. That's okay. That does not get. He doesn't have any more omens, so we're just gonna do this. Draw. 3 turns left. Now Gabriella's turn. Moment of Doom Extravagance. If it's a gift, avoid it. Sure. It's not a gift. So, driving back heading back, the after hitting a bunch of the in the air, hitting a bunch of the guys out, we decreased a little bit of their size, probably by as enough as what they had gained at the power station. And the hunt's moving on as we go back to check on the people that had fallen. Sure enough, there's a few broken bones. No one's dead. It's good. But as they're doing that, Gabrielle notices a group of people standing in the shadows who seem to have been, just watching all this suspiciously. So, we gotta beat them. We gotta beat them up. They're gonna make their move? I don't know. Let's see. Soul or rage? Let's rage. Disperse. It's time for them to disperse. Win by 4+, choose one. Investigate again or shuffle one new menu into your nexus. If any you seeded earlier in the box. No. Sure, I'll investigate. I don't even want to win again. But here, I'm going to roll my 3 rage. 10, 11. I did not win by 4+. I did get the heal one because I won using rage. Oh, is this going to be for him though? Hold on. Ooh, 2, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. I beat him by just 1, so that is my trophy, bro. My trophy. My trophy. Okay. So, that goes there. We are done with this nexus now. We are moving to the last one, which is the rally itself. I'm assuming it's downtown Sturgis. It's big, it's bad. It's going on all night, and this is where the bulk of the wild hunt is going to get their shit. We need to stop it. We need to stop it. Okay. Whose turn is it? Who am I looking at? I'm looking at hers. And she just beat the conspirators. It is... Oh, wait. It can be her turn. No, it's closed, so... We're going to go to his turn. Frank. 2 more turns. Omen of Doom Deviltry. Sure. Yeah. Recycle 1 random card. Sure. I ain't afraid no ghost. Recycle. Let's see what's up. Oh, confront using mind or rage. Use the lower virtue of your mind or rage. Okay. Grimoire. Okay, support bury, heal all conjure and or surge gifts. Assemble versus a dreamer or fey card. Reload, add 1 soul die. That's kind of nice, I guess. It's alright. Yeah, I'm going to do 3 mind. My rage is 4, so that card's not going to really change anything. I don't really care about this card, though. Not enough. Let's just roll and move on. Yep, did not get it. Oh well, terrible shame. What we are going to do, though, is I'm going to play... I don't want to play this. I'm going to hold on to this hope. He's going to pass the turn over so that Gabriella has the last turn. We're going to time out. This will be, well, time out on his turn. This is the last card of the Omen of the game. We're going to go ahead and use Pain. Yeah. Pop it. Pop it. Yeah, I don't really care. I don't really. 13, 3, body dice. Sure. I don't care about this gift. Holy shit, but I got it anyway. Okay. Got me a pulpit. As they're pulling in to Sturgis, and it's like 9 or 10 o'clock. There's still lots of people in town. It just starts raining. The luckiest thing, there's like the best time for this to happen. It starts pouring down rain, sending all the bikers, everybody who's out in the streets, inside, into wherever, leaving nobody outside, none of all these people, leaving a lot less people for the wild hunt to pick up and take with them. Gabrielle and Frank find themselves a seat at a bar and have themselves, hey D20, what up? They find themselves a seat at a bar and have themselves a much needed drink. knowing that in the morning, well, knowing two things. One, they're going to have a tough time finding somewhere to sleep. And two, in the morning, they're going to have a lot of work cut out for them. Frank goes, can we just keep driving to Chicago? And Gabrielle orders another shot. And that's how we're going to leave them for tonight. Next week, we will be back with Frank and Gabriella as they work to nullify the Fae threat that they're finding. If the Wild Hunt's out gathering people for an army, then obviously shit's getting bad out here. And Chicago's not on the menu at the moment. Okay, let's see. We finished the mission. We won the mission, so we get to kind of level up. We get to choose a couple different fragments, randomly chosen, plus one that's the official mission one. The official mission, the mission was called Wheels Up. The Worded Way. And she said unto you, be not afraid, for just as I made the world you cling to, the words of my mouth endure thus also. No blow may harm you, nor may you come to harm by the plots and schemes of my enemies. Even crimson death scurries from my voice. See him run. Then her face burned away, and a second face shoot itself, saying, abide by my laws, and your days shall be summer evermore. But break the pact I have made with you, and become dust. Evaluate. If you roll triples, add +1, then recycle 1 card. Sweet. Sweet Georgia Brown. I'm gonna give that to Gabriella. And then the other two options I just set down somewhere. I think I just put them in my hand. Well, maybe I did not. What did I do? There we go. They have disappeared. I will draw 2 more. I'm not afraid. I'm a big, strong boy. Okay. Other choices that Frank can choose from. Ooh, the Venture Cannibal. You made him the same deal you made the rest of them. You'll let him go if he gives you $2. Just 2? He queried. Just 2, you said. To the power of however many digits he decided to keep. You sat back and let him realize you weren't talking about numbers. The man pled for mercy. You shook your head, letting him know there was no way out, and his eyes widened in terror. As you consumed his flesh, the warmth left your body and was replaced by the cold, dark power of the Wendigo. You had chosen a side. So, support. Sacrifice this fragment in any number of gifts. Shuffle a number of new omens equal to the number of sacrifice cards into their deck, including this fragment. What's the other choice? The other choice is the feeling of gratitude. You're just grateful your spine snapped when the Rhinotaur smashed into you. Ooh, Rhinotaurs. You're never going to walk again, but that's more because of the golden-haired jackal man who's now picking his fangs with your femur after he tore off your legs, which you can no longer feel. Thank God. Pretty good, man. I'm just finishing up. We succeeded in the mission, so that was good. We have stalled the creation of the Wild Hunt's army for at least a night. They're gonna have to find somewhere to sleep tonight. That's on them. We'll come back and they will, whatever they did to sleep. Probably just got super drunk and passed out at the bar. I think we're gonna take upgrade all dice, then trash 1 die. I think I'm gonna take that one. I don't like the Venture Cannibal one. As cool as it sounds. I don't even know if he's gonna take one at all. I don't think he's going to take one at all. I think he's going to keep all the ones he's got. So Frank is going to stay status quo. That finishes up our episode for tonight. Next week we'll return with Gabrielle and Frank, and they're in the next chapter of the Book of the Fae. Thanks for coming back, Dom. Y'all have a great evening, and viva la dungeon.